Orcs and Goblins are meeting up with Sylvan Elves in this Dawn Assault, King of the Hill battle. The Sylvan Elves choose Forest Embrace and Face Judgment for the Divination Mage, Fountain of Youth and Master of Earth for the Druid, and Perception of Strength and Ice and Fire for the Cosmology Druid. The Sylvan Elves are defending this forest as King of the Hill objective, and the Orcs and Goblins are defending this forest as the objective for King of the Hill for the Sylvans to capture. The Orc and Goblins will be taking turn 1. The Sylvans would have tried to avoid letting the Orcs have the turn 1, but no, the dice said otherwise. The Sylvan Elves have deployed with much of the magic spread out, and the Orc and Goblins start with their random movement. They're racing ahead.
Racing ahead?
Oh yeah. 13 inches, and they're avoiding the forests smartly. So they're right up in the breath of the Elves. The Kestrels and Forest Rangers Vanguard.
I saw the random team. Okay, so the Goblins shot down most of the, what's the name? The Forest Walkers, maybe? So a good shooting turn, they got off. There's the Effigy of the Mages, Evil Eye. The Elves dispelled the Comet, and a lot of Elves were killed. So now it's the Sylvan Elves' turn.
On their round 1, the Sylvan Elves advance on their flank here against the Gargantua up in the corner. The Forest Rangers walk right through a Gnashing Wrecker team. Gnasher Wrecking team. Just to destroy it, they walk through it and they survive. They take a Fountain of Youth to get 2 Rangers back. A scrap wagon is shot down. Another scrap wagon is destroyed by the Spear Elves up against the Forest Elves. Flee from charges by the Gnasher Dashers. These Forest Goblins charge the Thicket Beasts, and the Forest Rangers are charged by Night Goblins and a Goblin King on Gnasher, as well as the Trolls charging the Avatar. This is round 2 for the Orc and Goblins, and things are happening fast.
Massacre turn 2 for Orcs and Goblins, who broke through the middle, killed the general, everything in the middle died. So what's left is the archers on the hill and the left flank, the Dryads and the Kestrel Knights. Swift stride charges that broke through the entire middle section of the army.
After round 2 is completed, the Elves are having to regroup severely, having lost the Avatar and the Forest Rangers and the Thicket Beasts. They're now also without the Wild Huntsmen, who were beaten there after killing 6 Goblins. The Goblins regroup. This flank is still contested, but it's the Goblin turn 3 now. The Gnashers were shot down, all but one.
Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Some cleanup. The Great Eagle was shot down. The cavalry was wiped out. lots of shooting. Took down some elves. One of the Kestrel Knights was shot down, and Magits wreaked some havoc on the Druids, with the king charging from behind. So, fortunate for the Orcs and Goblins, the trolls rallied, or not rallied, they did their stupidity test. Stupidity.
Yep. At the bottom of turn 3, this is how it looks. We just had a 10-minute argument about which forest was which objective.
Second argument.
Because the forests have been moved about so much. This is the objective the goblins will have to get into, and this is the elves' objective. The trolls failed their stupidity test in turn 4. The fanatics are out. Many druids have fallen. The kestrel fell to the goblin crew. That's an omen of this battle, I think.
Goblinerna chargear där. The Goblin King was killed by the lady, and the rest of the elves are dead, apart from a few archers and a few fleeing spearmen. So this is how it looks.
After turn 4 for the Sylvan Elves, the Gargantula has lost 3 wounds, charged by the Druids. Now the Night Goblins are charging the rear of the Druids in turn 5 for Orcs and Goblins. The only thing left on the battlefield for the Elves are the Archers. Nobody seems to mind the 2 objectives.
I will. Turn 5, and the elves refuse to give in. They somehow manage to survive, even though fleeing behind the spider from the combat, staying 1 inch from the edge of the board, and the only left survivors are 2 lone archers at the bottom of the battlefield.
How will it end? This is the bottom of turn 6. The Druids fled from combat eventually, only 2 lives left on the Gargantula, but it was not to be. The Goblins have full control of the field, the Trolls are controlling the center. The Forest Goblins have their objective, and there is 1 elf left on the table.
Det är ett Orcs check. Ett Orcs test. Om du missar det kommer det inte spå.
He's taking a march test right now, and this single elf left on the table marches in to the objective to draw the objective with the goblins. Who have
the sista åtgärden. The last
and the goblins have pretty much lost nothing except their random move units and a little bit here and there.